Alrighty there. Hey everyone, my name is Shockwve, this is Poi. This is a 3D collectathon platformer that came out in just February, actually, of this year. This game is actually pretty insanely broken. There's a lot of stuff that I'm going to do. There's one trick that's like repeatedly done over 40 times. And then there's one game-breaking glitch that I'm going to do at the end of the run that saves like 20 minutes. So for that do, in 3, 2, 1, go. So I have a couple things to note right off the bat. First thing is I'm playing on file 2. This game has an in-game timer, which is what we go by, but it's broken terribly. There's the in-game timer. If you reset in certain positions, it doesn't reset properly on file 1, so you have to play on slot 2 if you want an accurate time, but even then, sometimes the timer doesn't work, but we still use it because it's the most accurate thing we have regarding loads, because loads are super inconsistent on this game. But in regards to what Poi is a 3D collectathon platformer similar to like Super Mario 64, Banjo-Kazooie, stuff like that. You can mash through text here by spamming the spacebar and the A button at the same time, so you can mash through all text that way really fast. I'm doing a technique here called dolphin diving. There's a movement option in this game of diving, and if you dive in the air, you get a little bit speed of boost, but if you jump on the same frame that you land a dive, you can maintain that speed and you actually keep it going for a while. So I'll be doing that for most of my movement techniques throughout the area. There'll be very few instances where I'll do roll jumping, which is just pressing the X button like this. That can start a roll jump, which gives you a higher speed. And that is better movement for tight corners and stuff like that. So you can see there's triple jumping. That didn't need to do that, but there's a whole bunch of movement mechanics for this game that are really cool. There's wall jumping, there's diving, jump rolling, roll jumping, something like that. There's a lot of movement mechanics here. But the fastest one is dolphin diving. So that's what I'm doing for the most part of the run. There is a couple faster movement options of like running in certain areas because there's just literally no room to roll. But for the most part, I will be dolphin diving everywhere. So with that, that concludes the tutorial area. And now we're going to start getting into the actual hub world. So this functions like most platformers from the N64 genre. You have a hub world, and then you kind of divvy out into different worlds. This has 5 main worlds and an ending mini world. The 5th world is sort of like a split of 2 worlds that have 2 different stages, but it still falls under the same banner. So there's just a bunch more text right here we're going to spam through. This is kind of telling us the basics of how to enter a world. Instead of jumping through paintings or going into a level after jiggies are solved, we turn a compass and point a light at a level. So we're going to go to the first level of Cozy Canyon. The first thing here is also to mention is that money is extremely tight for the first portion of the run. You use money to buy different items, which you can use to explore the world. So there's a shovel to collect fossils, there's a telescope so you can look at the stars, so on and so forth. Money's extremely tight, so I try to grab as much as I can because I need to have a certain amount, so that way I can do a challenge level, which costs money, and then also buy a certain tool. So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to go around and grab a bunch of money. So I'm going to go out of my way to grab this. I'm going to double jump up this wall. So this is out of bounds right here. And I'm going to do a technique called pause storage. Like that. So what that did is I pressed start to bring up the pause menu, and then I selected restart, and then hit start again, which closed the original pause menu, but left the restart menu open and kept the game playing, which means I can restart the level without watching a cutscene, or leaving the level and have to come back in. If I'm doing another out of bounds here, there's a little bit of a lip I can stand on here. If I get kind of lucky, there we go. So I'm out of bounds here. And then I can just do a standard roll jump into a dive. That was weird. And then I can go to sky here. So that skips a like 5 to 6 second cutscene every time I do that. And like I said, I do that over 40 times in the course of the run. So now we're going to go to the first challenge level of the game of Super Slide. I have 63 coins. That should be fine. This level costs 25 coins, so that should put me around 38. It's going to be extremely tight, so I'm going to probably have to get a little bit of extra coins. Oh, it's actually 15 coins, my bad. I have plenty of money. I thought it was 25. I was thinking of a different challenge level for this one, so I'm just going to make sure that I grab enough money. So there's coins, which are worth 1, emeralds are worth 5, and then diamonds are worth 10. Definitely want to grab the diamonds whenever I can. Grab this. And grab all these coins. I am definitely fine on money at this point. So at this point, I really shouldn't have to worry about money issues anymore. That should be a thing of the past. as long as I just kind of as I'm leisurely going through levels, collecting money. So now I'm going to buy the shovel, which is useful for 1 medallion. Medallions are like the stars or the jiggies. I'll be getting about 47 of them throughout the run. You're supposed to get 60, but we can skip about 13 of them. So I'm going to go through here. And then there's also a thing called locations. Locations are just like different areas of the map that you can visit. And you can get a medallion for collecting all the locations of a certain map. So I'll be doing all the locations of this map and all the fossils of this map, because there's just no other way to do anything else quickly. I'm going to grab, actually, this emerald just for safety. And then I'm going to head towards this side of the map to go complete the actual medallion that I started the level in. I'll grab this. Alright, cool. This guy's in my way. So we're going to do a clever little platforming trick here to get to the top of this thing a little early. And I'm going to grab this location ahead of time, because I'm never going to come up to this lighthouse ever again. We're going to grab up here. I'm going to get this next fossil. So something to mention is there's 8 fossils and 16 locations in each level. So I've already grabbed a bunch of locations, and I've already grabbed 3 fossils now, I believe. This is the old man that we came here to help. He's missing a door to his spaceship, so we're going to go find it for him. And I'm going to go grab my favorite fossil, the Moldy Cheerio. All praise the Moldy Cheerio. And then I'm going to head over here and start just collecting another fossil. I'm going to dodge those propeller blades. Grab my 5th fossil. And get some more money, because there's a diamond right here. And diamonds are really good. So I have 31 coins. The goal is to have 100 coins by the next time. Like you can max out your wallet at 100 coins. So having 100 coins at the next time you're going to spend any money means you should be fine with money for the rest of the run. You shouldn't really have to worry about stuff anymore. So now we're going to take a ship, and our favorite rocket ship to the moon. Because logical thing, go to a canyon and then just fly to the moon naturally. Seems fair to me. This is the only time you'll also ever go to the moon, like even casually. There's specifically 1 medallion here, and then the game never takes you back here again, so it's kind of like a waste of a map, but, you know, whatever. The gravity is also a little different here, obviously because I'm on the moon. Grab this key over here, almost overshot it. And this one is just collecting these 5 keys. You can think of these as red coins if you want to kind of equate them to something. It makes it easier to understand. So it's just kind of like jump around and then get to the keys. Once you collect them all, the medallion will spawn, and then you can go grab it. So, I'm going to do another pause storage here. And unlike most games, or at least another game I'll be running very shortly, you can reset the level, you can do pause storage the moment that you grab the medallion. You don't have to wait for any cutscene or anything like that to play. The moment you grab it is when the counter is incremented in the background. So we're going to go ahead and talk to this guy. We're going to buy another challenge level. We're going to buy Puzzle Tower. And these challenge levels are actually like really fun. You ask like most poi speedrunners, and they'll say like the challenge levels are actually really well done. They're kind of fun, and they're really fun to get good at. I remember when this game was in early access, there was another runner and we just kept going at it back and forth with one particular level. Okay, got that one. So now we're going to go back to Cozy Canyon and do some cleanup. I'm going to clean up by getting all the locations, all the fossils, and I'm going to do the 7 keys medallion, which is, as I said, the red coins. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go out of bounds. Fun fact, this was actually found in early access and they never patched it. It's not really sure whether they meant to leave it in or not. We've also never asked them. But this has been in for a while, so I'm going to grab all these keys and grab all the locations. Because unfortunately, you have to basically max out this first world in terms of all the stuff you have to collect. Can I get this? Okay. Oh, it's already touched it. You basically have to max out the first medallion, or the first world in terms of the medallions that you get, which is a little unfortunate because some of them are kind of tedious. So grab that. Unfortunately, I didn't get lucky. So those chests are RNG. They can spawn emeralds or diamonds in them, and I would prefer to get those just for money security, but I didn't get lucky. Oh, and then also if you get hit, you lose a little money like Sonic. And this guy might cause me a problem. Okay, we're good. So I'm going to do a thing called infinite wall jumping. If you jump between two walls that are close to each other, as long as they don't have the same angle, you can just infinitely scale. Definitely totally intended feature of the game. I'll just go ahead and just get Flappy Bird here. So this is a moving location, so I have to route out my movements, that way I can get him in a certain spot. Otherwise, he's unreachable until a certain part in the cycle. So I'm going to grab this key, grab this key, grab the adorable little fox. So cute. Hit this cave, grab this fossil. This is the last fossil that I'll need. Grab some more money, just because I like being really secure about my money route, and it takes really no time to grab extra money. So, this way, and then we're going to go grab another medallion. And do another pause. George, I didn't think I had that one, so I didn't go for it. So this is what normally happens if you miss a pause storage. You just have to watch like a 5-6 second cutscene. It's not really that big of a deal. So now I'm going to go turn in the locations that I just got. Did I miss one? I missed one. 1 second. I need to explore on a wire. Okay, I overshot that one. It's going to be faster for me to just go to the main menu and go back. So I'm going to go back and grab this location because I need it to unlock the next level. There are other medallions, like I could do another challenge level, but I do those later, and then this one I also do later. This one, it's normally not missed, but I took a corner a little too tight, and the location restriction for this is very, very tight. So it's not really that big a deal that I missed this, because it's just right over here. Once I get it, I can leave. There you go, like that. I can leave this guy. So now I can go to this location guy and go turn in the locations. Because you'll know the locations are done is when you get a gold statue of the world that you were just in. So the statue for Cozy Canyon is a windmill, so now there's a gold windmill over here. So you know that you're done with it. So I'm going to go to the main menu here. Go back to File 2. And this is going to unlock the second world, which is a magma world. So the first one is just a grassy canyon. The second one is a magma world. There's a frame perfect trick I can try here. I'll go for it once, but it's going to be really hard for me because of my frame rate issues. Yeah. But this is a magma world. The third one's going to be a dusty desert. The fourth one is an ice level, and then the fifth one is a crystal caverns. And I say frame rate issues there. The frame perfect trick I was mentioning, the game locks to the frame rate of your monitor, and I play at 144 hertz. So I have a 1 in 144 chance of hitting that trick because I don't limit my frame rate. You are allowed to limit your frame rate to 60 as long as you can prove that it's limited to 60 and nothing lower. But yeah, so it puts people like me in a disadvantage if we play on a high refresh rate monitor. There's a couple other like frame perfect tricks sadly in this run. Even the final boss is like way harder with a higher frame rate. But we actually end up skipping him, which is great. So I don't have to worry about that anymore. Alright, so this is a neat little wall jump you can do. This is a little finicky because of how tight the corner is right here. Okay, got a second try, that's fine. So, grab up here for this little mini fight. There's just 3 little bucket head guys. It's a really hard fight. It's called double jump in place, and then just don't move. Oh, he decided to be mean. I'm gonna kick this guy. Alright, so now we're gonna do the trick that basically started breaking this game. Pause storage was found after this one. So now I'm gonna do text storage. So I'm going to talk to this guy while this cutscene is playing, and I'm now out of the cutscene and I can move around freely. So that includes I can jump for this medallion like this, and boom. So that's not meant to happen. You're supposed to wait in the cutscene, wait for that to spawn, but because I got the text box, it deleted the whole fact that I was in a cutscene lock on me, and I was able to walk around freely. I'm going to use that a few more times in the run. one of the ones later was actually really easy and just kind of just messed around with it one day, and we figured out text storage and then proceeded to break the game after that. So now I'm just going to go grab more keys, because I need something quick and fast to do, but there's a better reason to come back here later for other stuff. I'm going to grab this one. Oh, I missed that one, but whatever. I have to come back for that anyway. What is nice is that you don't really have to jump onto a wall at a specific angle. You can just kind of jump on a wall at almost any angle you want, and you will be able to wall jump off of it. So it does open up a lot of movement opportunities for you. So I'm going to go to Sky here. And so that guy I talked to at the beginning of the level, he's the fossil guy. He spawns an island over here, and that airship over there is also important. I'm going to go talk to this airship lady first. She's the gear lady. She spawns golden gears on the ground everywhere. Similar to an item from Banjo-Kazooie, I forget what it is, but you can go collect these things, and then when you go get enough of them... I missed a fossil, didn't I? Which one did I miss? Because I need that fossil. Let's go back and get it. I don't think I missed one in the back. So this is going to spawn this cutscene. This is normally not seen. I'm trying to think of what fossil I missed. I have to go back and get it. Because I need this fossil in order to do the next objective. Or I need this so that way I can unlock a later level. So I got that one. There's no one over there. I might have missed this one in the corner. I missed this one in the corner, I think. Yeah, I missed this one right here. Okay, cool. Now I got this one. I can go back to the fossil guy and go back to the sky. Alright, cool. Now that he's talked to me, I know that I can go do the fossil stuff. So I'm going to turn this in right here, and he's going to give me a medallion. And then we're going to play some mini games. Alright, cool. And then now we're going to do a fossil minigame, which is just kind of like look in the ground for different fossils. These are the gears from the gear lady I was talking about earlier. She spawns them all around the game, and you have to just go around and find them. So, luckily these fossils are always in the same spot every time. They do not randomize. So it makes it really easy for a speedrun to just go to the exact pixels that are the exact spots you need to dig them up. Alright, and then I'm going to do all 3 difficulties of this minigame, so I'm just going to restart, so that way I can come right back into the level. So, by normal mode, this one is also in the same place. Sorry, it's this one. This one. Okay, cool. And now we're going to go by hard mode, which these are also in the same spot. It's this one. This one, and I believe this one. Oh, no, wait, it's this one right here. Sorry, my bad. Get the difficulties mixed up in my head. And the camera angle is also different for every difficulty in terms of where you are looking. All right, cool. There's that. And now... So normally I wouldn't have to push the compass back, but I have to push it back so I can go to Mount Magma to do a level. That little ship right there respawns the forest level. So that beginning at the... whatchamacallit, the beginning level that I was in, the training level, you can actually go back to that, and there's a couple of medallions that you can grab in there for some other stuff. So we're going to go visit there and grab 3 other medallions there. And some more gears, because the gears you can turn in for a medallion if you get sets of 5. So I'm going to grab this diamond for money. That was really slick movement, actually. So grab that gear that's hiding in that corner there. slide here. I'm gonna grab this diamond and this gear. Whoops, hello. I slid sideways. That was weird. Alright, I'm gonna grab this location too. Grab this gear, and then we are done with Mount Magma for a bit. So, do not want to talk to him right now. I want to do a thing called text storage, like that. I'm going to roll off the map and grab one of these text boxes on my screen so that way I can jump around and move. Because if I do... Alright, so this is unfortunate. I missed it by a little bit. I didn't expect to jump off the wall there. You can spawn right there next to it. But I guess I get to show off some cool skips in some bad level design. So I can just do this. You can just do some really slick movement to get over that. So this is the bad level design I was talking about. You can jump on this gate and apparently not grab the other gate. Oh, I just missed that by a mile. Alright, let's try it again. We'll go over here. Alright, so here you go. You can get on this gate. You get on the top of it. I should stop rushing it. This is going to be the one level that I choke on. There's always one level in a run that I kind of just choke on a lot. And apparently it's going to be this one. Even though this thing is not hard, I tilt it to the side. Alright. This way. Double jump on this. Let's line up on the top here. You can get on the top of this gate. Then you can get on top of this. And then you can just, like, roll jump to the end. You don't have to, like, do the puzzle or anything. Okay, that took way too long. Anyway, we're done. I need to go buy another item from this guy, the telescope. It's useful because I have to do one medallion specifically to get this, I have to use this item to get a medallion. And then I can use it to buffer a trick if I mess up a glitch. It's really easy to not mess that up, but it's a nice backup if you need it. So we're in here. Some keys have spawned now, so we can grab all these keys. And then also some gears have spawned, luckily. So we're going to grab this gear over here, this key in the back. Unfortunately, you can't death warp back to the beginning. It would be really nice if you could, but you can't. Because the medallion's going to spawn right back at the beginning of the map. So it would be really handy if we could warp back to the beginning of the map, but... Unfortunately, that section of the map always warps you right there by the bridge. Come on. Whoopsies. Slippery rocks. Alright, so once this cutscene finishes, you gotta jump. Alright, rock was too slippery again. So I want to restart this because I'm going to be doing a couple more medallions here before I leave, and I want to get them all done. So I want the telescope out because we're going to look at a pretty star. Whoopsies, hello. Don't jump on the wall. Thank you, boy. So we're going to look at this red star over here, which spawns a nice medallion right in front of us. Okay, there's that one. And then, time to go to the back of the map. So we're going to go back through here. We're going to grab a little bit more money, because this place has a good amount of money, so might as well grab some while you're back here. And then we're going to grab 2 more gears. Okay, so grab this, and then I'm going to grab my shovel, because we're going to go dig this fossil. Just kidding, it's actually a cave. And this is actually a really simple underground quote-unquote maze. I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to be a maze, but it's... You just go left and then you win, and then everyone praise the mole. Oh, please. Okay, there's that one done. So now we're gonna go to the gear lady, go turn in our gears. Or you turn these in sets of 5. I have currently 9 right now, so I can turn in 1 set and get 1 medallion. And then I'm going to go do that mini game that just popped up over there. So this is one of the cases I do not want to pause storage off of the gear, off the medallion. I just kind of want to get it. Oh, ignore... That was a sound. I have my own personal timer running just in case. So that way, if I need to make sure that I got something correctly, I have notes on it, because there's a lot to remember for this run. I do know that I'm on track because you should have 10 gears right here. And now time for probably the most boring part of the run, the flight minigame. You could theoretically speed this up by going down to the bottom of the map and getting a speed boost glitch, but it's not worth it in terms of how much time it saves. But if you do want to complete the actual course itself faster, you can. But yeah, this is actually one of the most boring sections of the game, and there's no way we can really speed it up, and there's also not really any better medallions to do. All the other medallions in the worlds just take too long to get. Because we're going to be doing one of the medallions in Cozy Canyon later in the run. We're doing that because we're going to have to turn it back to the left anyway in terms of where the worlds are spawning on the ship. So we might as well just do something in Cozy Canyon when we're turning it back. Oh, okay. Wasn't low enough. You can get under that and buffer a pause storage, but it's not really that big a deal. So now we're unlocked the third world of the game. This is the Sand Desert world. It's called Sinking Sands. And there's a bunch of stuff that we're going to do here. So there's actually a slight interesting thing compared to normal. I missed the frame trick. I tried it. So there's actually a certain order that you have to do one of them in order to cancel out a cutscene every time that you spawn in the level. So we're going to specifically do one at the start, because there's going to be this cactus lady who talks to us right here. She's going to be like, oh no, the water tower, and there's all this other crap. And I'm like, I don't care, but, you know, I'll get you to shut up, sure. So you go do this medallion first, so that way you can leave the level, come back, and then not have that cutscene play every time, because if you didn't leave, that cutscene would play an additional 4 or 5 times. So it saves, you know, like 20 seconds or so to just leave the level. So over the course of the trade-off, it's like 20 seconds of cutscene saved versus like an extra 5 seconds of leaving the level. Like it's entirely worth it to do that. Okay, cool. And then see we get some good level design here showing off again. This is a little skinny of a platform, but you can jump on this, and then you can grab that right there. Grab this to sky. Cool. And then we're going to re-enter the level right away. So now this will skip that cutscene, and we don't have to do it anymore. So I'm going to go do this one over here. This route that I use is slightly outdated. So I'm going to go grab this location over here. But I'm going to go grab this gear in the back of the map over here. It's really not that far out of the way, but there are some other ones in the way that you can get. This is just the one that I'm used to grabbing, so I've just kept doing this one. So we're back here. Apparently this is a location, which is just a freaking ladder. Now I gotta go turn these puzzle pieces back into the right position. This way. This is just a standard turny puzzle. There's really nothing special that's going on with this one. Turn it this way. Turn it this way. I always end up turning them the wrong way first. Alright, now that's all fit. This is probably one of the harder pause storages of the game, just because you don't have a lot of room to move. So I'm going to hopefully set this up right. Got it. Cool. So now I'm going to do a trick called Old Sally Skip. You're supposed to go through this train and go collect a bunch of tools, and then eventually the train will open this gate in the back of the map. But you don't really have to do that. What you can do instead is you can grab this location right here. I'm gonna need it. There's a little gap at the door in the gate frame right here that I can jump into. There's a really, really tiny gap. It's actually really hard to get in here, but nope. There we go. Squeeze my way in there. Alright, missed the pause buffer there. Alright, so hopefully I don't get caught by a cutscene here. Okay, cool. When you go back to the hub world, there's a lot of times there's a bunch of cutscenes that can happen. So I try to avoid that if I can. Now I'm going to do 7 keys. This is just a quick and easy one. Also, because I entered the world from a different medallion, it's now dark out here. I'm going to grab this checkpoint for safety, just in case I fall in the pit. Whoopsies. Hello. Yep. Grab this one. Oops, that's bad. That's why you grab that checkpoint, just in case you fall in the pit. Luckily, the keys stay collected in your inventory, and you don't have to worry about re-getting them. There's no punishment for dying, really. Grab that. There we go. And that's all 7 keys. So I can get this jump right. I can land right on it. Oh. Okay. It's kind of like a YOLO strat you can do. If you line it up right from the top, you can just kind of YOLO right down to the bottom. Alright, so now I'm going to do a trick called fossil canceling. So I'm going to get text storage and then try to cancel out of it so I can actually grab 2 medallions at once without having to restart the level, which is the goal of it. So I need to grab this checkpoint right here, which is super important. And then I need to hit this lever at a certain time when it's in line with this. That'll do. Grab this location right here. And then do a roll jump into this, so I push this a little faster. It looks kind of silly, but it's way faster. So then I'm going to do text storage off of this sign right here. Alright, I'm going to die. This checkpoint is super important, but I'm going to do text storage off the sign. So now I have this text box on my screen. So if I push this block into place, a cutscene's going to trigger. I can cancel out of it. Like that. Alright, I have to do a backup. Alright, I am actually going to fail this trick now. So there was a double cancel I could do there, but unfortunately, I got a little messed up on the cutscene, so I'm going to have to just restart the level. It's not that big a deal. Whoops. Hello. Just grab it like this. So there's a really cool trick you can do later. You could do with that. I'll be attempting it again later in the last level. That one's a little harder for me specifically. We're not sure why, but apparently I'm like one of the only runners who has trouble executing the trick, and it's not even because I'm doing something weird. So I'm going to grab this location right here. And this location here. Cool. And then we're going to go play hide and seek with this chick. Oh, apparently I just canceled a damage animation. That's interesting. There we go. Talk to her. Alright, and that's it. We're done with this level. So we'll not be coming back to Sinking Sands ever again. Alright, so he's telling us that he unlocked some challenge levels. That's great. We actually do want to go there, because these are some really quick and easy medallions. We'll be doing 2 of these here. We'll be doing one that takes less than like 6 seconds, if done optimally, and one that takes less than 15 seconds. Messed up the dive, so that's going to take a little longer. Actually, I do want to get this gear. I want to get it for safety reasons. Again, marathon stuff, you can never be too safe about stuff, so I'll just get the gear and I'll fall to my death. So, grab this one. That did not actually work out as Not as good as I was hoping that would be, but whatever. You can see that level takes... Wow, that loading screen was weird. You see, Pete, the world record for that is 3.8 seconds. That level is stupidly fast if done correctly because of dolphin diving. Dolphin diving is insanely broken because of how late it was added in development. It was added basically right at the end of development, and they didn't really test anything. As you saw by the obstacle course level that I did, that was not meant to be done like that, obviously. And I don't have enough coins. I am 4 coins short of Quake Run. That has actually never happened before. What we're going to do... That is the wrong file. So we're going to get out of this file. Oh, it's because I got hit that one time. That's right. I got hit several times. That'll explain why I'm broke. So what I'm going to do to compensate for this is just go do the... just go grab some coins, and then I'll get the old Sally one, because the old Sally one's just open now. So, grab these coins over here. Meant to do a to sky there. Okay, we'll do. Oh, that's right, the ship. So the ship actually changes its angle halfway through. And instead of some things being on your left and on your right, now this challenge level guy is like behind you. It's great. So now we can buy Quake Run. And because I'm low on cash, I'm gonna go out of my way and collect some diamonds, because these spawn here every time. So I can go grab these, and it won't cost me too much time to do this. I also need to grab this gear right here, because now I'm on gear 15, which means I'm on pace for all my gears. Wow, I got an extra boost there. I did not mean to actually get a dolphin dive there. Alright, so now we're going to turn into 10 and 15 gears here. And get 2 more gears, and we're going to unlock the snow world. So go main menu, so that way we can teleport to the ship. Because this actually saves in-game time to do this, because of how you're just a little bit closer to her. Oh, that sucks. Alright, I got my menu back. My feet clipped the edge of the ship, so I had to just reset my position so I can go back again. Alright, so now time to get 10 and 15 gears. I don't want to pause storage off that one, because I'm going to immediately turn in more gears to her. Okay, there's that. File 2. Alright, now time for the shortest worlds in the game. This is the two-parter world I was talking about. So this is the snow world. It's actually 2 different levels, but it's part of the same overall world itself. These have 4 medallions, both all of which take like 2.5 minutes total to get. So it does not take that long at all to do. I'm going to go in here. We're going to get 2 medallions and 2 gears in each world. So the first gear is over here. Over here by this Mr. Snowman here. Okay, got that one. That's a little tricky to do, because that's a moving medallion, so it's a little finicky to get. Alright, so I'm going to get actually another gear here. So I sort of lied. Alright, whoops. Got that one. Now we're going to head to Snow World 2. So that was Snow World 1 already. Done. So Snow World is insanely fast, which is really nice for speedrunning. Alright, time to grab some gears from these guys. This gear is back here. And then I'm going to grab the other gear, too, in this one, because both these medallions will end up in around the same position. The Snow World has 1 moving medallion and then 1 static medallion. Then it has another medallion that is done between worlds. So there's like baby penguins that are around the map that you have to go find. There's, I believe, 6 of them, if not 7 of them, around both worlds. Alright, missed the pause storage there. That one's kind of tricky. I hope enough money. If I don't have enough money, I'm going to come back. If I'm still in the snow world, I'm just going to get the money now because there's a lot of quick money. All right, so I'm not. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to grab a lot of money while I do the maze minigame because I only need around 55 coins, I think, and I'm just a tad short. I'm not that short. I'm going to grab these gears right here because these should put me closer. So there's a gear hiding right behind here. That's number 24. I'm going to do easy mode. So this easy mode is actually really easy. You just follow the signs and they'll lead you right to the end. I'm going to grab this coin too, because might as well. There's no trickery in easy. It's just, hey, can you follow these signs and not get lost? I'm going to set this up. Okay, cool. Now time to go buy medium. I got to make sure I don't buy the wrong difficulty here. All right, I have enough coins. This should be the last thing I have to buy for the entire run. So money at this point should not be a problem. So I'm going to actually just not collect these coins. This way, I believe. Oh, no. Sorry, that's for money. So it's actually straight, because to the right will lead you to a dead end. Alright, cool. Whoopsies, hello. Okay. Now time for hard mode, which has a sort of skip in it. It seems like it was developer intended, but it has a very slight skip in there. So I'm going to go straight here. It's right at the end of this maze is where the skip is. They sort of either fake you out or the skip was intended. You go to the left here, there's a dead end, but you can keep walking through it, and you can actually go to the end of the level. So there's a coin there, so it looks like it's intended, but, you know, you can never be sure about those things. Alright, so now we're going to go warp back to the ship by going to the main menu. And then we're going to go back to Cozy Canyon 2, or Cozy Canyon, and do the last of it, a cleanup. So, you know, I went back to Cozy Canyon that one time to get a fossil. That was not supposed to happen, and I was supposed to go back now and go collect everything else that I need to collect. So we're going to complete the hide-and-seek minigame for this chick, who's really bad at hide-and-seek. And I'm going to go running around grabbing gears. I need to grab 3 gears specifically, because I'm supposed to end the run with about 30 gears. Whoopsies, hello. So I'm going to collect as many as I can in spots that I can. Oh, this is actually... This is fixable. This is not that bad. Oh, I found a costume. Nice. Let's get back up there. So you can jump on the lip of this stone thing here, and then you can jump up here. And the gear is actually hidden inside that platform right there. So jump in it like this, and just make a beeline for the next gear. Whoops. There's a little bit of lip on the wood there. The laughing is supposed to key you in on where she is, but you can see her from really far away. So there's a gear right here. And she's hiding in this tree right here. What's up, girl? Now I'm going to go into it and pause storage on this. And then we're going to go turn in those gears for some more medallions so we can unlock the last world, or the last regular world, not counting the final platforming challenge. So again, I don't want to pause storage on this one because I'm going to turn in 25 gears as well. This is for 25 gears. I do want a main menu off this one. Because I want to main menu off this one because I want a certain... I want the world to spawn here. And I'm going to have 40 medallions exactly. So now I can go into that world. So now comes the fossil cancel attempt 2. This is the one that apparently just, you know, my PC or my version of the game has trouble with. I'm not entirely sure why, but, you know, we'll see eventually why that happens. Or maybe eventually I'll do some testing on it to figure out why, but hopefully everything should go well, and I should show off a really neat trick, because it's one of the few tricks that I'd say that's really neat about Poi, is fossil canceling. So we're going to go hit these light buttons to turn on the lights of the canyon, or the cave. So infinite wall jump up this thing. To hit this light button. Just go over here to grab this one. I actually need to hit a checkpoint over there, which is vital for this trick. That did not work exactly as way as I wanted it to, but... So we're going to go hit this checkpoint up here. This is vital to the trick. So I'm going to go hit back over this way. Go say hi to Fred the Ghost. He doesn't have a name, I just call him Fred. I'm going to hit this... I'm going to need you. I'm going to need him for something later. Specifically, so now that button's activated. I need to get text storage off him and then fall. So he's not really in a great spot. He's way too against the wall for me. There you go. Now I need to leave this text box up as I walk to the bottom of the map. So I'm going to leave this text box. I have 2 text boxes to work with here. I need one so I can jump on this button, then I cancel out of the cutscene and die. Then I'm going to run across the top here to this other medallion here. Alright, so I had it happen. So this is what happens normally. My controls are freaking out right now. They really don't want me to do this trick. So I'm going to try my best to do this. Let's hope that I can get it. I did not get it. That's unfortunate. So what I will do in this case is I'm just going to grab the medallion. So that happens. So what I was doing there is I was walking in the middle of a cutscene to the back to grab a different medallion. And then I was going to do a thing where I was going to cancel a cutscene so I didn't have to leave the area to go grab another medallion, so I didn't have to set anything up again. Again, we don't know why it happens to me, but it seems to be very consistent, at least on my machine. Not really, again, we're not really sure why that happens. But I can just walk back this way and go grab this medallion, because it's just conveniently hidden right behind this gate. I can just jump right over. Okay, so grab that one. I'm going to turn on... So I turned on the lights here because there's a specific medallion that I need to have the lights on for. So one guy needs to spawn for me. But what I'm going to do instead is do a couple other medallions as well. Grab that gear. We'll get on this thing real quick. Wow, these platforms are being mean to me. Alright, so there you go. I did an elevator rise. You can get on the shaft of the elevator. Wow, that elevator is being really mean to me. You can ride the elevator shaft all the way up. So we're going to go back this way. We're going to infinite wall jump up this wall. And we're going to go say hi to a friend of ours. So I'm going to go grab this gear over here. I missed it. Unfortunately, there's a checkpoint right here, so what I can do instead is just go grab the gear this way. So what I can do here is I can roll jump across the side here, and I can get on this ladder to get this gear. So I'll get this as a safety checkpoint. Don't really need to get that. So you can make it across this gap, make it up this ladder. Alright, and then I can just talk to him, and he will give me a medallion. Okay, gotta restart that one in particular, because you gotta make sure that you come back in here, because I have 2 more medallions that I need to do before I leave. Man. Elevators are being really mean to me today. So we're going to go ahead and just go up the wall this way. We're going to infinite wall jump 2 more times to skip just a bunch of sequence of things. So example, we're going to do this. Fortunately, I missed the first cycle, but the second cycle takes a long time anyway, so I have all the time in the world to get back up here. So now we're going to go up here. Grab this. Ooh, wow. I actually slid under it for once. That's never happened, actually. So what I'm going to do is grab this last medallion. You can do these in the blind if you want to, if you are comfortable with the terrain. I'm not comfortable with the terrain, so I decided to not do them in the dark. Mainly because if you don't know the exact wall angle that you're going off of, it's very easy for you to miss. So I'm going to grab this one, and we're going to go up here again. But instead of riding that platform, we're just going to go this way. We're going to go past this gate, because we're not supposed to be back here. This is technically out of bounds. But what I'm going to do is go off this wall and then go off this wall adjacent to it. I can infinitely wall climb up this, and there's this chest right here with this medallion in it. Boom, and there we go. So now I have 3 cutscenes I need to trigger at a certain point. I need to hit the first cutscene, which says, oh yeah, there's a storm brewing. The second one, the storm's actually in the area, and then the third one is when I'm actually going to warp to the last world. So I need to hit them in a very specific order so I can set up a specific glitch here. So I'm actually going to talk to her, and then I'm going to go turn in the 30 gears I have. There's going to be... wait, there will not be a platform because I don't have a fossil from there. I can grab the gear from under here. So I'm going to get 30 gears, and then I'm going to turn in that 30 gear medallion. I'm going to pause storage to the main menu. That's going to trigger the second cutscene to be played, and then after that, I'm going to set up a very precise glitch after I get the 47th medallion, and then go into a world, because then when I leave the world, I'm going to have this glitch, and it will not be able to... I can't get it again on the same file until... or actually, I can't get it on the same file ever again. I have to use the second file to do it. So, I'm going to main menu off of this one. Like that. Back to slot 2. So I have 46 medallions exactly. So now what I'm going to do... So this cutscene's playing. Oh yeah, there's a storm brewing. I'm going to talk to this chick. She's going to give me another medallion, which is the 47th. So this is the key medallion I need to set up this glitch. So I need to grab this medallion and not pause storage off of it. Because then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Mount Magma. You can do this in any world that has a mole in it, but I'm going to do it in Mount Magma because it's the one I'm used to, and it's probably the safest one at least in terms of the stuff around you and the terrain and stuff. Oh, I picked the wrong medallion. I'm going to have an extra cutscene. That's not a big deal. So now I'm going to go into this world. I have 47 medallions. And now I'm going to set up really funny glitch. This kind of allows this run to be actually like 20 minutes faster than it normally is. So again, just to not mess with me, I'm going to kill these enemies right here. Oh, actually... Alright, cool. That guy's dead. There'll be a little cutscene here that plays, that's fine. I'm going to use this mole. I'm going to get him to throw rocks at me. And I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to jump on this rock, and boom, got it first try. So I'm going to go to sky. I just shrunk to the size of a pixel. So now I have a really small hitbox. You can actually see me as a tiny little dot of light on the ship right there. I just now shrunk so I can like walk through tiny doors, or tiny gaps in a door, including this door in this next level. There's a door here that prevents you from going to the end of the game until you collect 60 medallions and 4 clue stones, which are just extra collectibles. You have to go to these other worlds and just go pick them up. So what I'm going to do is become, we call this smoipoi, so I'm super small, and I'm just going to inch my way up to the door and walk between the crack of it. So I got to be careful, though, because any sort of airtime will cancel this glitch, and then I'm going to have to do this on a separate file. So I have to be really precise here that I don't screw this up. So my camera will get really close when I get here. Come on, let me through. Not letting me. Why is this not letting me through? This is really weird. There we go. All right, cool. I'm through the door. So, because I have that super small hitbox, I can just manage to barely squeeze through the door there. And it's really convenient, because then now I can do the end of the level without having to go get those extra 13 medallions. I gotta hit these buttons in a certain order depending on what level I unlocked these worlds. So, you gotta hit them in green, red, yellow, blue. So the blue button's all the way up here. And then the blue button's just right back here. And luckily enough, I'll have a little bit of a buffer time that I can move my way to the next objective right here. Alright, cool. So now I just have to go to the top of these pyramids. Oop, hello, stone guy. I do not want to be your friend. So now I have to go to the top of these stone pyramids and point these crystals, point these beams at these crystals, and then I'll unlock the final platforming challenge of Poi. Let's turn it this way. And there's really nothing interesting about this. It's just turning 5 dials. One for each color of world, and then the 5th one, which is purple, to represent something. Not sure why there's a purple one. Whatever. Dying here, it doesn't matter, because there's a checkpoint on the other side of the door. It would be really unfortunate if there actually was no checkpoint there, because then if you fall, you would be permanently, like, your run's over. You wouldn't be able to do it. But thank goodness there's a checkpoint on the other side of that door. Grab that one, so that's 3 out of 5. And there's even some neat little platforming techniques at the end of the run too. So the tricks / neat platforming things don't actually stop at the end of the run. There actually is still way more to do. There's about like 2 or 3 new things that you can do. Gotta push this one, and then I gotta go to the other side of this corner and push the red one. Oh, are you serious? Okay. Apparently I just landed behind the fence, but whatever. You don't lose health for actually falling here, which is hilarious. Yeah, you can actually, so fun fact, you can block that beam with your body and prevent it from happening, or prevent it from connecting, and then you can just turn it on and off repeatedly. You end on this one in particular because there's going to be a platform that comes out of the ground. I'm pushing that the wrong way. There's going to be a platform that comes out of the ground, and you can actually make the jump from here to there right off the bat. And there we go. Is that if you're good enough, you can make this jump right here and then start the next level, or the last platforming challenge. All right, the last level of this run is actually very straightforward. There's nothing really tricky about it. Again, if you've kind of gotten used to the platforming of this game, it's supposed to test your ability of it. Thankfully, there's actually a lot of places we can abuse infinite wall jumping to skip a bunch of sections. I'll use it like right off the bat. I'll use it in the second section and the third section, and that's about it. If I need a backup strat, I can use it in the last section too. But right off the bat, there's a checkpoint right here, and then there's an infinite wall jump. Get up here onto these trampoline pads. You get on this moving platform. And then this is another skip where we're going to use infinite wall jumping. So you can jump infinitely between these two towers. I need to go down a little bit so I can get on the higher section of this tower. I'm going to wait for this. Oh, never mind. Sure! But we'll just play some pinball. Fine, I'll take it. Whatever the hell that was. Alright, cool. The spinning platforms thing is done. So this is one of the new platforming tech I was talking about. This is like, what do you want to call it? Momentum roll. You can just roll off of this and it will keep your momentum going. And then you can go around the back here and then you can infinitely wall jump up this section. So you can go all the way up this thing. So you can infinitely wall jump up this too. Just kind of jump over the void, and then you just infinitely wall jump up some towers. Alright, so let's play this a little safe. Just sit right here on the corner. The platforms are not entirely made of spikes, so you can actually just sit on the corner of it, which is kind of neat. Hit that checkpoint, so now we don't have to worry about dealing with any other stuff, even though there's a checkpoint like right after another one. So you have a checkpoint for a moving platform if moving platforms are hard for you. It's a really kind of useless checkpoint. Gonna play this a little weirdly. Apparently just trampolines don't want to cooperate with me right now. Alright, and for the last section. After this, it's basically the run is done. There's nothing really difficult after this. So this is just a standard. There's a multi-piece puzzle going on here. I'm going to abuse an infinite wall jump just for safety strats. Sure. Whatever is happening here. Okay. I just managed to infinitely grab the ledge that I was standing on, but whatever. That's fine. Let's just try that again. Alright, there we go. Now we're done. Unless this guy's gonna be mean to me. Alright, so there is a final boss of this game. And unfortunately, or actually fortunately for me, we skip it with such ease. So this is boss skip. You just come right up here up the stairs. You jump on this pillar over here. Then you get on this pillar over here and you walk off the ledge and die. And now, I walk up the stairs in the middle of a cutscene, because I died when a cutscene triggered. Time's coming up in a second, by the way, so if I line up, I can grab the last item, and I can complete the run. Where the crap is Poi? Hey. Oh, I'm probably dead. Let's just reset it. Interesting. Where's my shadow? I don't have a shadow. I can't see my shadow for some reason. That's really strange. Maybe? Oh, well, I just soft-locked. Whoops. That's actually run killed. Whoops. I totally forgot. You can't pause there during this thing, otherwise you completely soft-lock your game. Not really sure where I was getting the shadows, but the run was basically over, because if I just move my character up to the top over here, that would have been the run over. Fortunately, rip, that was basically run completed. Anyway, thank you for watching Poi. Sorry about softlock, but there we go. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Well, the end of the run is like right up top above the flagpole. It's right there.